You gotta stay with me. Go get help, man. What are you doing?
Damn.
No. Yo, what to do, everybody? Birdman here, come back at you with another reaction. I know we're watching The Wire, but these days I feel like I've been ready to call this show the Omar Show, because the last few episodes he's been the most entertaining part, and not only that, I'm always excited to see what he's going to do next, because I feel like every episode he gets more and more savage, and I'm very curious to see how far he actually takes it. And not only that, we got a character named Bird, we got a character named after your boy, you know. Based off the actor who's playing him, I'm guessing he's gonna be pretty savage himself. So I don't know if he's gonna come face to face with Omar. That might be a crazy interaction right there. It's going to get messy. Whatever happens, I just know it's going to be messy. I'm excited to dive on in. As always, if you want to help with some algorithm love, you can slap a big like on the video. It will help me out a ton. I appreciate you guys. Link for the Patreon is down in the description. Let's see what it's looking like. Oh my God, what did they drop us in on? This is Wallace's morning routine. He's already dressed, brush a little mouthwash into his teeth, and he ready to go sell some dope, huh?
Boy, come on, get up. School day, y'all gonna be late. Let's go. Get up.
Okay.
Let's go, get up. Come on. Soon enough, they're gonna be calling around. All y'all gonna end up in foster care. Y'all want foster care?
Dang, so that wire that was running from the other house, is he like stealing people's, or they're like sharing electricity?
Oh, come on. Here, take a juice. Go show it, TT. Come on, man.
Dang, man. Yeah, this is a lot for somebody who of Wallace's age to be dealing with, man. A lot of mouths to feed.
Where's your book bag?
Teacher ain't giving no homework.
Wow, nasty.
You see?
That's what they did to
right
Brandon?
That's Omar's boy.
I couldn't even oh my God, I can't even recognize this man. And I done seen a lot of shows. I done seen Hannibal. I done seen a few nasty shows. That's nasty. I thought they were gonna like kidnap Brandon and try to, you know, have him lead them to Omar. But maybe the fact that they did all of that extra to Brandon and made it gruesome like that, maybe that's gonna draw Omar out, man. You know, that was not just Omar's boy. That was, he had a little lover situation going on. So just gotta wonder, is revenge the next thing that's coming? And all the pieces matter. Freeman.
What the whatever he wants to hear. Prodigal son.
They can't wait to get Jimmy back to work.
Out of turn, Jimmy McNulty is a good worker. Probably worth saving.
Major, I'm not.
He's a good-looking kid, huh?
Rhetorical question. You were being rhetorical and reasonable, sir.
Overworked cops make mistakes. Mistakes lower the unit-wide clearance rate.
Translation, you're making us do too much real work and we don't like it. If you need me, I'll be in the basement, bro.
He's up early today.
A lot of pager activity last night, too.
Oh, that's so... I forgot about this, man. Falling into these Avon traps.
My mama always said, don't let them get to cooking. Once they get into your kitchen, ain't nothing left to do but give them a key to your house.
Looks just like you. Where's his mother?
Around the way.
Yeah, you friends?
Clothes, a necklace, she wants some pocket change, you know.
So you're calling your baby mother a gold digger?
When it comes to pussy, ain't no free.
I gotta go.
Yeah. I think you could have kept that to yourself, D. That's not even what she wanted to hear, but you said it like that's Like you were just saying something right now, bro.
It's unmonitored. We can't listen to a conversation on unmonitored payphone.
We can't listen to anything unless we know one of our targets is using the phone.
So we gotta be out there on those rooftops for hours. It's more bullshit.
Detective, this right here.
It's not always exciting, but
This is
that's
the job.
exactly.
Now, when you came downtown to CID, what other kind of work were you expecting?
Yeah. And my point exactly, bro. Like, from episode number 1, you already knew what these guys wanted out of the job, man. They wanted excitement, adventure. But you could tell they were not ready for or expecting, you know, the less glamorous parts of the job. Which is weird. I would expect them to have gone through some sort of training that would explain to them, hey, we gotta do paperwork. We gotta do things like surveillance and stakeouts and things that are not that exciting.
Damn dog got Norris too.
You didn't think to warn me? Too much fun not to.
We found him with the Kevlar, like the one Warden caught last week.
So did that bird guy do all this?
A dozen places burning with cigarettes. Goddamn torture fest, what it was.
Doesn't look like you're...
Only 2 units on the street, and both of them are up in City Council President's house.
What happened there?
Someone stole his lawn furniture. Up there taking pictures of an empty patio, just in the backyard gate for Layton's.
Priorities, huh? Gotcha.
Sometimes you gotta send a message, yo. Yo, when you picked up that phone, what you think they was gonna do, huh?
But girl, the one in the apartment, the one you told us about, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know, I remember that, but it ain't like that, is it?
Yeah, I know. I know it ain't.
Yeah, you over here telling conflicting stories.
Blown out, and the other one was open. And yo, D, it f***s me up. It's like he's looking out, like he sees everything, you know?
Yo, let that shit go. Just...
He done traumatized this kid, man. And he's this young. Like, imagine the other things he's gonna see in his lifetime, bro. It's gonna be so much crazy stuff until he can get out of this life. That's why I'm hoping Wallace can... I mean, Wallace has a lot of mouths to feed, but, like, I still hope he can at least, you know, be smart with his money to a point where he can, like, you know, eventually when he hits adulthood, 18, whatever, he can, you know, start to transition out of the game. I feel like that should be the end goal for a lot of these people if they can. But at the same time, I know they wouldn't try to let Wallace go because Wallace already got sort of a leader mindset.
You know young Hopper? The one they got down there?
Which one?
You know the fool dropped the man with a punch, you know?
Oh, yeah, what about him?
You got some problems, right?
What you mean?
Enough to bring home, right?
Talking about Bodie, huh? Yeah, we gotta get Bodie out of juvie still.
The young boy who was with him. Light-skinned kid from the cemetery.
Where?
In the alley behind the 800 block of Argar, right across from the low-rises. Yeah, we gotta get with Omar.
Yeah, this might be their opportunity to convince Omar to help him out because it seemed like that's what he was trying to do when they stopped him in the cemetery last episode. Yeah, maybe this might be extra motivation. The thing about Omar is I feel like he's going to stick to the code regardless. And I don't know. I don't think they're actually going to get any help out of him, but at least this would be extra motivation. Like, look what they did to your mans.
It's not often that I see respondents come so prepared for a juvenile commitment meeting.
Last check, which indicates that he is enrolled in the GED program at the Baltimore City Community College.
I was able to afford not one, but 2 attorneys from your firm, Mr. Levy.
My firm is making it a priority to identify a number of city youths who are in crisis and to undertake efforts to reorder their lives.
They're just helping Preston set his life straight, you know? Oh my God, this is great. They done set it all up for him.
However, we will contend that it was Preston who was the victim of a brutal police beating. Preston was heavily medicated when he left the Cheltenham facility.
From the ass whooping that you guys gave him, you know? He was heavily medicated. This is great.
I'm putting the respondent on home monitoring with his grandmother.
Oh, Your Honor, I'm afraid Mrs. Broadus doesn't have a telephone. It's on a fixed income, Your Honor.
How about he calls his probation officer twice a week?
Oh, yeah, we can't have him at his grandmother's house. We need him, you know, we need him at the community college doing his schoolwork, you know? That was great, bro. It didn't seem like they let Bodie in on any of that because he was over here surprised, like, oh, like I'm taking college classes or okay.
Where's the scam out here?
Ain't no scam. Thank you, man.
What you got here is an honest day's work for an honest day's pay. We gotta give a little something back when they least expect it.
Me and Huckett, we got something on too. Got a plan.
Copper house.
Got to be got, Holmes.
Yeah, what about the fence?
The fence.
Copper house. What's the copper house?
Gracious.
Come on, dreamer.
Did they just steal that fruit? I thought I saw them being slick with their hands a little bit, but I don't know.
You ain't gonna believe who I'm looking at right now.
Again, he walks off?
Ding, round 3.
Yo, Steak, what up? Yo, where your manners, fool? Oh, my bad, yeah. You need to keep your head, boy. Catch us tomorrow, man. All right. Yeah.
Non-pertinent. How do you log that non-pertinent? They use codes to hide their patron phone numbers. And when someone does use a phone, they don't use names. All of that is valuable evidence.
Of what?
Conspiracy.
Freeman's just saying, you know, hey, all information is good information, huh?
We're building it from scratch. All the pieces.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's definitely going to tie into that quote. All right, that's what I like to hear, especially in shows like this, you know, and that makes me, you know, lock in even more. Now I got to catch small details because I know they're going to throw in some slick stuff that's going to be important that doesn't seem like it. But as we know, Avon he's more paranoid these days with reason. So I know that he's got his lieutenants and whatnot moving a little different. So I feel like the Barksdale crew, they got a few more tricks up their sleeve too. Seriously?
I ain't walk away from nowhere, man. Check my back pocket.
How many times they done beat Bodie's ass now? 3 times?
Home monitoring? Yeah, man. If you ask questions before you start wilding on niggas, you might save everybody some trouble.
How the f are you home?
He saw my potential, okay? He expects big things from me.
Yeah? Like
Preston has turned over a new leaf, man. Get out of here.
Hey.
Get mad at the system. Don't get mad at me.
My grandma's would call it even.
They are salty, bro. These guys need to learn how to keep their emotions in check.
Little late in the month for this, don't you think?
What you mean? My aunt, she hit the match 4.
You stealing from me, Cass?
She hit the match 4. This man is wasting eggs, bro. If this was today's economy, bro, he just wasted, what's a half dozen eggs today? Like $22? Why is he tripping over these eggs?
You got a witness that puts D'Angelo Barksdale at the scene of the murder, Crescent Girl, and the 2 dead mopes in the project where Barksdale hangs. Charge the mope and work it more afterward. Call Jimmy, let him know.
All right. Look like D's gonna have to talk his way out of this one. Or get some help from his boys.
Hey, what about Sterling?
Sterling, he gonna be down on Preston looking out for a while. Cassandra, too.
Well, what happened?
Nothing.
Why you want to change up?
I gotta explain to you now.
D's still trying to figure out who's disloyal in the group, right? Seeing as how last time he held everybody's money to see who was going broke and who wasn't.
He's lit at 9 in the morning.
Or from the night before?
Man's drinking to get the courage to throw himself down the stairs still. I know that plan is still in the back of his mind.
I don't know. I'm not really up for this drug thing, you know. Maybe if Mahone was here, I could
send you back to property crimes. You can binge for 2 more weeks. I'm not doing it.
Medical?
For alcohol abuse. Either dry yourself out or go up on those rooftops wet.
He had the nerve to look surprised, like, alcohol abuse? Me?
I'm going to, good luck with the case.
I'm trying to build something here. All Rawls can think to do is stick a finger in my eye. You talk to Landsman?
Rawls told him to have the warrants typed and ready by morning.
You telling me he's gonna charge murders he can't prove just to get the stats?
Up our case in the process.
It's his case, he'll fight for it.
Daniels won't do shit.
He plays stiff every now and then, but he's a good man.
Daniels has been trying to put the brakes on this for weeks now. This will be his new excuse to close shop.
That's not because of him, though. That's because the deputy ops, for the most part, it seems like. The copper house. Got you. I definitely heard about people stealing copper from abandoned homes and stuff. Is that still a thing? Is that still a thing people do?
What do you want, dope or something?
Mostly, yeah. Come on, get it.
Oh, trying to rip out my guts or something?
Oh, I forgot about the bag. Oh, no.
I gotta get help.
You can't leave me here, man. You gotta stay with me. Get help, man. What are you doing?
Hey, we just gonna get away on a damn shopping cart, man?
Yeah,
no. He had some damn onion soup, bro. That was genius. Wow, what the heck? I wonder how much they made off that.
Welcome crown to me. Why not go to your friend the judge?
I don't see a circuit court judge being able to argue the city homicide commander out of 3 murders. Either you step up, or you send us all home.
So this is on me.
I don't see anyone else in charge of this detail.
You're literally the leader, bro. Come on, let's...
Chain of command might mean nothing to you, McNulty.
Doesn't mean it has to mean everything to you, Daniels. Act like you don't have any sort of pull, man. Like, we've seen you bust moves before. This is no different. You just don't want to, you know, he just doesn't want to push it too far, and I feel like he's worried about his reputation more than anything. But yeah, the best case scenario, the way things are going for them, is maybe they can take down D'Angelo in the long run, but they're not going to get the entire Barksdale organization. So I see why this ain't the route they want to go. Oh shit, Avon coming. He ain't got quite the same aura as Omar, but you know, he's stepping in kind of smooth right now. Ooh, hold up, bro. With the siren? That's hard. Who was in the studio? This beat alone might be my favorite part of the episode.
My man, my word. You know, I says we 4,000 on Omar. I'm putting $500 in the boy hand for doing the scope. I'm putting $500 in your hand for doing the relay. Put $500 in Weebay and Bird hand for doing the muscling up. I'm doing like how you doing. We'll be talking about points on the package. All right?
All right.
Keep it humming.
I like how everybody got on my favorite clothing brands from that time too. He got on the Echo, some Inichi. Bro, that shit used to be fresh back then, boy. But that's good, man. I know Wallace can make good use of that 500, man. He's sending the babies to school with a bag of chips and a juice.
All right, for 40 cents a foot, you might as well go ahead and drive one out to Home Depot. 45, 50 cents a foot.
For copper that isn't stolen.
Look, like 35 cents. The respect I have for y'all, okay? What y'all trying to do in our community with these quality domiciles here.
30 cents a foot. Take it or leave it.
Bub's a nice little salesman, though, man. My man's slick.
I just call him like I see him, Lieutenant. 3 murders, same gun. We got this Barksdale kid right at the scene on the one.
You charge these prematurely, and Barksdale will change up on us. The work we've already done.
I can't tell you how to run your case, Lieutenant. I can only run my own. As a favor.
Yes, sir.
He's such a freaking lizard, bro. Rawls is slimy, bro. He's not even listening. Everything Daniel's saying is in one ear, out the other, bro. But hold on, I gotta peep Daniel's. Look at that suit. Ugh, my boy Fresh. What is that, knitted?
Sorry.
This episode is a vibe.
Are we eating dinner with you?
Why not?
Cleanest trap house I've ever seen. Oh, it's a crack house, not a trap house. Got you.
My plan, Bubs.
Johnny had a plan.
Yeah, I knew Johnny being out was gonna be a problem.
Put that good copper line back into them row houses he fixing up. And then creep back in there and steal that shit right back.
And sell it right back to his ass, bro.
30 cents a foot.
We get 60 cents a foot, baby.
I'll be back.
Then got your babies in the car with Omar. That's kind of nuts.
It's my night with the kids.
That's kind of crazy, bruh. Dang, man. I knew Omar was gonna be tore up, though. You can definitely see the emotion in his face.
What? It's because I'm white, right? Why don't you just let me...
You know what you should do? You should take the whole role and go do something nice for your girl. You do have a girl, right? You got enough money to go get yourself one now.
500? I need to save me up 500. Give me a girl. Shit. It's that easy? I'm talking shit.
They got pissed because I wasn't paying them. So Sterling, he started shaking up the vials, handing off the cash she was selling on the side. If I tell them, what you think they gonna do? They gonna take a baseball bat to Sterling, probably one to Cassandra too. He told me to punk y'all for a little while, see who was still holding money at the end of the week.
Was they snitching? Sterling and Kaz?
Nah, man, just thieving.
I guess the plan worked a little bit. At least wasn't nobody snitching, though. But if they did that to Brandon, I'm just thinking, what are they planning to do to Omar? I feel like they're gonna take it to the whole next level if they catch Omar. And at the same time, you know, Omar is gonna be coming at them extra hard now too, so it's about to get messy.
Avon is one sick bastard. Of course, he had his reasons.
For one thing, y'all did take his stash.
For another, he was looking for you, Omar. That's what all the cigarette burns were about.
He wanted your boy to give you up. An address, street.
Okay, that actually makes more sense. They were trying to lead or get him to lead them to Omar, but he didn't go for the torture, I guess.
What I do. Straight like that. So ain't no sense y'all even troubling yourselves over that, because, man, the way I feel right now today, yeah, what y'all need from me? Talking about he got snatched up from there.
When the Greeks on Baltimore Street?
Yeah, he like to play them pinball games.
Man, yeah, dude is out here playing video games when he got people looking for him. That shit was not smart.
Man, barely, please. The nigga's enemies got enemies. I just figured he tried his hand on the wrong corner without us and got dropped.
So yeah, y'all were low-key being sloppy though, because you robbed the Barksdales, you should be laying low for a little bit.
About no hiding forever. You heard? And frankly, you've been in as long as me. You do the thing on your name. Boys Stinkum and Bird. He was down with the snatch too.
Yeah, that's right, I did it. Nah, bruh. It's crazy though, man. You are one guy, and even though you had your boys with you, they didn't have the same level of savagery that Omar has, so he's really not worried about taking them all on his own. He said he ain't doing no hiding.
Call him back. Coming on into the low-rise courts. 45 minutes later, another call.
This is the murder right here.
This first number, the one they sent to...
Oh, this is the calls that they missed.
I'm thinking this comes from a payphone over by the Greeks.
In this case, we're never where we need to be.
You saw him get arrested? On Tuesday?
Tuesday. Cops, they handcuffed him.
They must have been the police, right? They had handcuffs.
Think what you're doing here. You're gonna cross Bill Rawls? Fight for a case the deputy of operations doesn't even want.
William Gann, right.
Yeah, Bird did that one for sure.
How you know?
Everybody know, man.
380.
Yeah, 380. You get him, you get the gun. Cause Bird too dumb to throw a gun like that off.
Eyeball witness. Some kind of corroboration for what you're telling me here.
He trying to put you on the stand.
Okay.
Okay, what?
I'm your man.
You saw the murder.
Yeah. Omar don't scare.
The fact is that while Lieutenant
He's willing to do whatever for, you know, for Brandon.
payphones and body mics, my people have developed information that ties Barksdale to 3 killings.
D'Angelo Barksdale, not Avon.
D'Angelo on behalf of Avon.
Sir.
Oh God.
We're developing information.
You're dancing around this.
This is crazy. They're both trying to get their side across.
We've had him in the box twice before. He's gonna go for less the third time around.
So we recanvass, develop fresh witnesses. We roll little boy Barksdale into big boy Barksdale. Then we go home like good old-fashioned cops and pound some Budweiser.
He's the dirty one, ain't he? I was thinking the deputy ops might be dirty. And based on how he answers this, he might be, but Ross?
I'm spending $2,000 a day over the unit operating budget to staff the case. Why not jump on this?
Because if Major Rawls is right, then he will be just as right a month from now. Avon Barksdale changes up his pattern and the wiretap dies.
He's got a point, bro. If you don't see that he has a point, then you gotta be dirty. 100%. Right next to Rawls' dirty ass.
He cheats on a run sheet, I want to know. He runs any kind of game at all, I want to know. He doesn't drink anymore, doesn't drink on duty, doesn't drink and drive, Detective? Major, you gotta help me on this, Michael.
I mean, he does. He definitely does. He even stopped a robbery while he was pissed drunk. That's how good of a cop McNulty is.
The deputy gave us another month. Also, whoever that was you brought in here today gave himself up as an eyewitness in the Gant murder. Greg said to tell you she'd write it up in the morning.
Lieutenant. Thanks.
It cost you?
Y'all just had to show us Brandon's dead body like 10 times this episode, huh? I'm gonna be prepared from now on, bro, because I didn't think it was gonna be as gruesome of a show as this episode showed it was. But like I said, man, I reacted to things like Hannibal and, you know, all kind of, you know, nasty stuff, Silence of the Lambs. But yeah, that was another dope episode. It was a lot of little details I really enjoyed about that, like that beat with the cop sirens and just the whole aesthetic. You see Avon making his, I think it's his first appearance in the pits that we've seen in the show, at least. And, you know, that was a whole moment. A lot of pieces moving around right now. This is where the chess game is really starting to form. A lot of people are being very careful. There's a lot of paranoia going around when it comes to Avon and the Barksdales, and they're just trying to make sure that all their people are staying as tight as possible, as far as not letting too much information go around, not letting too much deception or, you know, any sort of backstabbing. They're trying to make sure none of that is going on, so they're kind of, you know, moving people around, kicking people out. The cop side is sort of the same thing. Old buddy who was drinking, it seems like he's out of here. Good riddance. He wasn't very much help, to say the least, so good riddance there. But, you know, it seems like as far as on the cop side, they're really just trying to protect and nurture this investigation. They're gathering up all this information, and now it's just about protecting it. It's sort of about, you know, knowing what you know without letting the wrong people know that you have this information, right? They don't want to pursue these murders because that's going to let Avon know that they know too much. And when it came to Omar, she's like, hey, you really want to take the stand? And, you know, just I want to make sure you know what you're getting yourself into. And Omar's sitting her back there like, after he's seen what they did to Brandon, he doesn't seem to have too much of a worry when it comes to doing that. So I was glad to see Daniels, you know, did what he needed to do. Freeman looked at him and said, did it cost you? So I don't know exactly what that means, but it was kind of cool, man. We got to see, you know, McNulty be a dad for once. You know, it's not really necessarily entirely his fault that he doesn't get to be a dad on a more regular basis, but we know that he is messed up in the past, and you know, sometimes that's how these situations go. But the fact that it was kind of like a bring your kids to work day, and it just didn't seem right, bro. It didn't seem right having your two sons in the back seat and you got this cold-blooded killer riding passenger. It was a crazy moment. But yeah, to see the emotion from Omar this episode was really dope. D'Angelo's low-key, I feel like he's messing up, bro. I feel like this chick that he met in the strip club is gonna end up not necessarily being a problem on purpose, but I feel like it's gonna cause some problems down the line. She's already asking about his baby moms and, you know, what's their situation, and his answer did not land did not land with her at all, man. Besides that, we got to see, you know, some backstory on Wallace, see what Wallace is going through. I think he's a very tough-minded kid, man, and he's got these mouths to feed. He's making sure they get up for school, making sure people get up to start work in the morning. And it's not necessarily what you expect out of somebody so young. He was just playing with toys last episode. I think it was either last episode or the episode before. They were getting on about playing with toys, but when you see the glimpse of his actual life, there it is. At least, you know, he got, you know, extra $500 in his pocket for giving them the location of Brandon. And then we got, you know, the savage Omar on one hand, but now who is Bird? We kind of know who Bird is. He's kind of the handler. He does a lot of the dirty work, but I want to see it in action. I want to see how some of this stuff goes down. So hopefully we get some of that in the next few episodes. That would be dope to see. When it comes to Bubs and Johnny, bro, yo, their situation is not funny to me. But yeah, that scam that Johnny put together was hilarious, bro. He used the onion soup to... Bro, it was a mess. It was a mess in more ways than one. But yeah, the fact that they're planning on going back and stealing the copper all over again, that definitely made me laugh. But I just remembered, yeah, Johnny got arrested, didn't he? I don't know what's about to happen there. It was another great episode. I appreciate you guys for pulling up once again. Feel free to leave your boy a comment, anything I may have missed, any tidbits, your favorite part of the episode, anything you want to leave me down in the comments. It will be very much appreciated. If you haven't slapped a like on the video yet, please do so. Link for the Patreon if you want some bonus content, early access, full-length reactions. That is all down in the description. But with that being said, I'm out of here, y'all. Be safe out in these streets. Have a great day or night wherever you are, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace, y'all.